Trash, rats, and an abandoned home. Neighbors want this eyesore cleaned up, so they turned to KOIN 6 News, and tonight we are getting results. Welcome to KOIN 6 News at 5:30.
The city of Vancouver is promising us the mess will get cleaned up. The problem property is on West 27th Street in Vancouver. That's where Joel Iwanaga is live. So Joel, you heard from the city just this afternoon.
Hi, Dan. I certainly did, and I spoke with the city. And, well, first of all, take a look at all this trash. I spoke with the city. The city tells me it's up to U.S. Bank because the bank owns the property. Well, I talked to U.S. Bank, and they said in order for this to be cleaned up, talk to the servicer. Well, I spoke with the servicer. The servicer never really returned my phone call, so we're back to square one. I spoke with the city, and they said if the bank does not clean this up by midweek or towards the end of the week, they will hire a cleanup crew, come out here, spend about a few $1,000s on a trash bin, and they will clean this up and then put a lien on the home. In the meantime, take a listen. An illegal dumping ground of sorts in the front yard of this abandoned home in West Vancouver. Trash piled high, rotting food, even this large fish tank with dead fish at the bottom. An eyesore to say the least. Neighbor Emery Choprek has seen enough of, especially the rats.
So everybody knows what kind of diseases rats carry, and humans and rats probably can share lots of diseases together. This is totally should not be acceptable.
Choprek says he contacted the city, but no one responded. So I decided to pay a visit to City Hall myself and left a message for Vancouver City Code inspectors. Within an hour, Code Officer Randy Scrivener showed up to survey the foreclosed property turned dumping ground. Neighbors say that there's rats running around. Why can't the city come in right now and clean this up?
Well, the city can, but there's a process to everything. So and in order for us to spend taxpayers' money to bring a dumpster out here and that kind of stuff, then the process to file a lien on the property is extensive. So it just takes a little bit of time. It's not as easy as most people think. It's just not that easy.
Code officers say it's U.S. Bank's responsibility since the financial institution owns the property. Can you explain that part to me? I called U.S. Bank today, and a spokesperson says it is the servicer of the home, Select Portfolio Services' responsibility and not the bank's. Regardless, Code Officer Randy Scrivener says if it isn't cleaned up by this week, the city will foot the bill, then put a lien on the home.
When you have foreclosure homes that are like this, when you have financial institutions that don't step forward in the interest of protecting the neighborhoods, it's very frustrating.
And we're back live here in Clark County this afternoon. Inside this home, evidence of squatters that is just as demolished inside as outside. Lots of trash in there as well. But again, the main concern, all of this outside. Imagine coming home and being a neighbor around here and driving by this. Not to mention they see rats scurrying all around in around their properties as well. But again, the city says if this is not cleaned up by midweek, they of course will bring a trash bin out here, clean it up themselves, and they will put a lien on the property to get to recoup some of those costs. We, of course, will keep you up to date, and we'll make sure that they do. Reporting live here in Vancouver, Joel Iwanaga, KOIN 6 News. Dan and Jenny will send it back to you.